Copy your hand.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our match day -1 press conference. The FIFA 2026 World Cup qualifier between Kenya and Gambia tomorrow at the Moy Sports Center, Kasarani. And with us, we have the harambeestars head coach, Mr. Benni McCarthy, and our captain, Mr. Olunga. The press conference will take approximately 20 minutes, so I'll start off with the first question and then open up the floor to members of the media to ask their questions. So you shoot your hand up, your name, media house, and who your question is directed to. So I'll start off, Coach. We're back to the Moy Sports Center, Kasarani. Different assignment. How is the team looking? How are you guys prepared for tomorrow's match?
Good afternoon, everyone. No, I think it's been like we've never been away. That the full squad is present, and yeah, we had 2 really good days of training sessions, and the sharpness is there, and the integration from the international players with the players that we had in Chad has really been a really good and smooth transition. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to tomorrow's game. We know it's going to be nothing but easy, very difficult, because from our last game we played against Gambia, they have some quality players as well. Yeah, and it was an exciting game. 0-0 first half, and then second half there were 6 goals, 3 apiece. 1 missed penalty as well. So yeah, I think it was an exciting game, and I think now we have been together much longer than what we played in the first game. So I expect, the players, if our organization is better, and we can definitely get a better result than what we did the last time against them, and hopefully we can end the day in 3 points, because that's what we want to achieve.
Mika, great to see you back home. From a player's point of view, how are you guys looking at the game tomorrow? As the coach said, 3-3 in the first game. How are you prepared to face them at home tomorrow?
Well, it's going to be a good game, an interesting one as well. We prepared quite well. The past 2 days we had good training sessions. The integration from the local players and the international ones coming. It's been really good harmony in the camp, and we expect a tough opponent in Gambia. The coach he knew most of the players here in the Kenyan Premier League. But then again, we are going to play home, and the momentum is there. We have had a very successful CHAN tournament. We want to keep up the same spirit and hopefully get the maximum points.
Thank you, Mika. I'll open up the floor to questions. So, Satish, because it's your birthday, we'll start with you.
Thank you. And it is actually my birthday. This is for both of the people, Michael and for Benny. In May of next year, it will be the 100th anniversary of the first international tournament in African history, the Gossage Cup, which became the Sekapa Cup. Kenya won that tournament. And what I'd like to know from both of you is how important that is in your preparations for Kenyan football in the future, and do you believe that you can win the World Cup qualify for the World Cup as a tribute to that? And I'd also like to ask both of you, how positive an influence was the run in the CHAN in preparation for this particular match?
Congratulations, first of all, and happy birthday to you. Hope you have a blessed day. I think, it's a process. And like I said, when I was given the job, it was never going to be easy. I knew there was talent, and there were some well-established players, but everything good takes time. So it was just about me having the time with the team and trying to build on something special, so that when we do get to a certain level, when we do get to AFCON 2027, I think we want to build a squad that doesn't just compete in the AFCON, but a squad that we strongly believe can go to the semi-final, to the final, and maybe even lift the AFCON 2027. That was my vision. That was what I expected and wanted for myself, taking this opportunity, and then Chan came quicker than expected, and the same ambition was for the Chan as well, and I think the preparation that we had was good, and we had a remarkable run up in Chan, and you saw the progress and where we took the team in such a short space of time. So with time and having even all your bigger guns back with the national team, we feel that we can achieve. And like I said, this country deserves to have not just been recognized as an athletics country, but as a great football nation as well. So that's the plan. And so far we're on the right track, and hopefully when it comes to those celebrations, that is the end goal, to see a Kenyan national team. Hopefully this generation of Kenyan players that we have present, that will be the first Kenyan team that qualifies for World Cup qualifiers, for World Cup competition, and hopefully AFCON champions as well. I know it's dreams, but you have to dream big in terms to achieve anything. So that is the aim, and I hope that answers your question.
The first one?
Yep.
Yeah, the one in relation to the Gossage Cup, the 100th anniversary is next May.
Next May, okay.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, from when we started to where we are now, the progress is there for everyone to see, and we hope that we can continue in fine style, getting there. In terms of qualifying for the World Cup, we are hopeful, but it's a mission impossible situation, because first and second are at 16 and 15 points. And we sitting at 6, so if you win your 4 remaining games, you go to 18 points. So it's something almost impossible, but we're hopeful, and we want to just finish this campaign on a really high. So the remaining matches, every match from now on that we play, we want to be successful, we want to win, and we want to make a good account for ourselves, because we know what we're building for. So yeah, we hope that we can restore some clarity and leave the country on a high, because we know a little bit of success. Look how we brought the country together, and everyone is becoming football crazy in this country, and it's amazing to see. So we want to continue that trend.
First of all, a very happy birthday. Many more returns to you. And I'd just like to say that the success of Chan has really impacted very positively in the squad, and not only in the squad, but football in general in the country. Now there's a sense of belief from everybody, not just only the players, but even key stakeholders in the countries in terms of football matters, that the national team is in the right direction with the good progress that is being set up. And the coach has really installed a lot of confidence in the boys, not only the international players, but also the local players. And now each and every player is valuable in the squad. Each and every player knows that he can be thrown out there in the depths and compete with any other opponent. So this sense of belief is key, because football sometimes is all about confidence. Confidence, we are getting it from the coach, and it's really very, very positive. And this is what we want to go out there tomorrow and showcase the whole country, that we are ready to fight against any opponent and bring in results. And in terms of next year, the Sekafa May, Sekafa of course is a very big tournament here in East Africa. Kenyans, we are lucky to have participated in the event. had success in a couple of the tournaments, and we want also to stamp our authorities as East African giants. So we'll compete, to mark this 100th edition of the tournament, hopefully with a success. But what the coach has said, it's still a long process. We still have more international matches to come in October, November, next year in March. So with the correct mindset and mind frame and preparation, then we are going to be ready to hopefully clinch the 100th edition of the tournament.
Okay, Benny, you completed 6 months as harambeestars coach yesterday. Tomorrow, your match against the Gambia will be your 10th cut. I just want to know what have been the highs and lows for you during that 6 months, and for the next 6 months and 10 matches after the Gambia. What is your plan? What do you plan to achieve in the next 6 months after that, and also the 10 matches after that? And to Mike, have you ever thought of becoming a harambeestars coach one day?
You already want him to take my job. Let him enjoy, please. I thought you asked me a good question, but then you just killed it.
I think the coach has answered for me that one.
See, now you're making me, I'm thinking Friday, hey, maybe it's better to start sitting next to me instead of on the picture because of you now. I think the highs has definitely been what this team has brought to the country, like it's a football country now. Like the passion everywhere you go, you can't even walk the streets without people stopping you and congratulating you. But the recognition that the players are getting, which is for me the most important, because when you work hard and you put everything in one basket to try and achieve something and have success and then get recognition for it, because it means that your hard work pays off, and then can only be a blessing to me and the technical team, because now players knows when you do put in the work, you get the recognition and you get your flower, so they want to have more of that. So moving forward, it gives everyone that believes when you come into the national team, you know that it's going to change your life. It's going to change your life for the good, and that's what we have. That's what we want. We want a national team that's competitive. Everybody that comes here, they compete for places, but in a harmonious way, that we still a family, and we all, and after trainings and after matches, we can all still, fist bump each other, and we can go for a drink together, because it's not you don't compete like literally beating each other up. And for me, that's been the best part of taking this job, just to see a bunch of different players coming together, working hard, and wanting the same success for each other than what they want for themselves. And like I said, hopefully this continue, this roller coaster continue, and this country just seems to get stronger and stronger by the day, the more we are together as a national team, and that there will be way more success than what they've been in the past. And people will talk about this generation of Kenyan players for the next 100 years, and that's the ultimate goal.
Mika, you want to answer that, or you want to start on the bench tomorrow?
No, I mean, for now, I'm still just concentrating on playing football. You always cross that bridge when you get there.
Okay. So I'll go back to Eric, then we'll come back to the front.
Olunga, my question goes to you. How do you feel about this stage of the competition right now? Do you feel we still have a chance for the second and the playoffs, or how do you prepare for this? And Gambia, last time we played them, we got a draw in Ivory Coast. How do you beat this team now at home?
Of course, if you look at the results from yesterday, Gabon picked up a win. So technically, I believe the maximum points we can get is to 18. So in football, you never say never. We have to compete with everything, because first of all, it's a big responsibility and an honor to represent the nation. So we want to fight hard until the last group game, and hopefully get to the maximum of 18 and see what happens there. But apart from that, also we have to build a team for the next coming assignments as well. And also in terms of our FIFA rankings, we also have to compete fairly so that we can get results, so that even in the pooling and the classifications for the next editions, then we can be in a much more better place.
Beating Gambia.
Well, of course, we want to get maximum points tomorrow in the task against Gambia. First game, like you saw, it was a team that is very compact and difficult to break. But we believe we have assembled a good squad that is capable of taking maximum points. So that's our objective for tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, Mika. We have 8 minutes remaining, so I'll just take 3 more questions kindly. So we'll do Kido, and then we'll close. So just 3 more. Maybe we can do 1 additional minute.
My name is Kido, working for SBM Sports. First of all, Coach of the Month, congratulations, Benni, for winning Coach of the Month. And having played for South Africa at a World Cup stage in 1998 and 2002, how is it important for you as a coach coming maybe qualify for the World Cup as well, Kenya qualifying for the first time?
It's probably one of the biggest highlights in any player's career. If you have ambition, if you want to achieve things, captain will tell you before you consider even getting close to life after football, you want to be able to participate or play in a World Cup final, in a World Cup stage, group stages, and that is the ultimate. Then you reach the pinnacle of football. So yeah, so I think the intention is really to give it everything we have. Like I said, it is a kind of impossible task at the moment when you look at how far ahead the front Wolfpack are. But for us, it's just about every match at a time and doing the best that we possibly can to try and collect maximum points. And you never know, FIFA might come up with something, one team gets disqualified and then you get that pass through into the playoffs, and then anything is possible there. So I think you don't want to take for granted. So you just try, for our sake, is to play every game like it is our last game and to get the maximum points that we possibly can, and then see how things plan out with other teams. People might lose points along the way, and then you just sneak in right at the death, and then you get an opportunity via the playoffs. So that possibility is also in the back of our minds. But I know taking over, coming in here, it was already a couple of games in where you were starting on the back foot, so it's impossible. But if not this one, the next one, 2030 is around the corner. So we'll be looking for 2032. 2030? Yeah, so I'll still be young enough, and I'm sure keep plenty of muscle in that legs to last in for 2030, and then we'll go again. But at the end of the day, this is the ones that we're participating in. So we've got 4 qualification matches left, and we want to get maximum points for every one of that. And then we sit at the last game with our calculators. Maybe there's a chance. So that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, Coach, my name is Mark Kimeji from Sports. I just have one question. Ever since you took charge, we've seen you adapt depending on scenario, depending on situation, and we've gotten a lot of positive results. How is it important? How is that approach important for you moving forward as we try and get as maximum points as we can get, and as we continue building towards a content in terms of the tactical aspect of the game?
As a coach and as a technical team, you have to be flexible in football. You can't just think it's that way or the highway. So yeah, we adapt to what we have, and at this moment in time, it's exciting times because now you've got probably the best players in the country that at your availability, because at the international stage, and we've got a really, really strong and exciting team. So yeah, so what you have at your disposal, you try and go for that and go for the jugular, and that is every single game that you play, you want to win, because I think the squad is good enough to win every match, and probably even to get out of the group stages. But I started the year too late, so you already on the back foot, but so far extremely happy with the team that we have, and that we've got more than capable of winning every game. But you know, so and then continue just on that path till the next big assignment that comes up in our way, which is probably the African Nations Cup, where we will be the host, and then we focus on getting the best available players for that camp, and the best team that will give this country the same joy that we had when we had the Chan boys. Yeah, no expectations, but you excel beyond what people expected you're capable of, because that's the quality of players that this country has to offer. And I think when it comes to them, the pool of players that we have will be far more greater than what we've had in the Chan.
One final question, then we close.
Okay, yeah. My name is William from Sports Dragon, and I just wanted to ask you something on broader vision and future focus. And that is, you've spoken about the need for more support to enhance, our domestic leagues infrastructure. Can you elaborate on what specific improvements, like youth development, coaching, or facilities, would most benefit Kenyan football in years to come? Thank you.
Is that for me? Of course, I think youth football, that's the future, so I think we have to do everything possible that we can while we're in this position to try and make a pathway that in 5, in 10 years time, that those players, upcoming players, are the ones that's going to benefit from that. And then as the Honorable President William Ruto said, that they're building 20 or 30 new stadiums for Kenyan future. And I think when you have the infrastructure and you have the facilities, only success can come from that, because when you have amazing stadiums like we've experienced playing at Kasarani over this Chan, with a packed Kasarani stadium, and I think it made every young kid out there hungry to also want to be part of what we've experienced during the Chan. And then, yeah, everyone wants to become the next Michael Olungas, the future stars of Kenya. So I think then the pathway, the door becomes wide open for these young players then to have a pathway of one day maybe representing Kenya at any level of competition. So I think when you have the infrastructure, the right support from the federation, from the government, it's a win-win for everybody, and most definitely Kenyan football will definitely look brighter in years to come because of what we are doing at this moment in time.
Great, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Mika, for tomorrow. We'll just stay on for the Gambia press.